Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. Today let's talk about tracking error of index funds as measured by return differences, that is 1 year return of the index fund minus 1 year return of the index. I had earlier warned about not investing in mid cap index funds and small cap index funds, and here is some proof of that. So we're going to look at this return difference, and if you look at the Sensex funds, there are 5 Sensex index funds. The lowest return difference is minus 0.46% and the highest is minus 0.9%. And now this means that minus 0.46 is a good tracking error. It's not much of a deviation, but minus 0.9 is a much higher deviation. Now there are 16 Nifty index funds, and only 3 of these funds manage to keep the return difference, that is fund return minus benchmark return over 1 year, less than 0.5%, that is less than minus 0.5%. There are 8 funds between minus 0.5% to minus 1%, and 4 funds above that, and there is actually 1 fund with a plus 1%, that it has actually bet the index. So all this data is from my monthly tracking error sheet. Now there are 6 Nifty Next 50 funds, and only 1 fund has got a return difference of less than minus 1%, and there are 2 funds well above minus 2% return difference. Notice that as you keep going away from the top few stocks, as the number of funds increases, or as you deviate from the top few stocks, that this return difference keeps increasing. There's only one Nifty 100 fund from Axis that's got a return difference of minus 1.11%. DSP equal weight Nifty index fund, not bad, minus 1% approximately. But there are 2 Nifty 100 equal weight indices from Sundaram and Principal, but Principal is going to be sold to Sundaram, so there's going to be only 1 fund from now. But they clock in return differences of minus 2.9% and minus 2.7%. Now let's go to the bigger, wider market index funds, as they call it, the Nifty 500, as if you're getting something extra. Well, you do get something extra. You get a lot of tracking error. So the Nifty 500 has got a tracking error of minus 1.8%, almost 2%. The Nifty Mid Cap 150 index fund has got a astonishing return difference of minus 3.1%, small cap 250 minus 4.2%. I mean, what is the point in investing in a mid cap index fund and a small cap index fund when there is so much of a return difference? It's so difficult to track the funds. Now the reason for this is I've mentioned this several times before. There's something called the impact cost. That is, if you try and sell large number of a stock, large quantities of a stock, and if the stock is not liquid enough, there's not a lot of people trading in it, then there's going to be a huge disparity between the buy price and the sell price, and that's called the impact cost. In India, aside from the top 10 to 15 stocks, the impact cost of all other stocks, including those in the Nifty 100 or the Nifty Next 50, they are pretty high, and that's why as you deviate from the Sensex and Nifty and go even to Nifty Next 50, the tracking has almost doubled. There's really no sense in investing in these kind of mid-cap, small-cap funds. Don't buy the Nifty 100. You're not buying the whole market. I had mentioned this several times. Because of the market capitalization weighting, anyway the top stocks are anyway going to be dominated by the same ones in the Nifty or the Sensex. You're just going to buy yourself more expense ratio and more tracking error. Stay away from mid-cap and small-cap indices. Many people ask, shall I then buy an active mid-cap fund or small-cap fund, because it's so easier to beat the mid-cap and small-cap indices. The truth is, it may be easier to beat the mid-cap and small-cap indices, but it is not easy to beat the Nifty Next 50. Very few index funds, actively managed small cap funds and actively managed mid cap funds are able to beat the Nifty Next 50. Only 4 when I checked last, only 3 when I checked last were able to beat the 3 small caps and 4 mid cap funds. Your fund is not going to be among them, right? It makes no sense to be investing in active mid cap and active small cap funds either when you have the Nifty Next 50. Stick to a simple combination of Nifty and Nifty Next 50. If you don't want to take on too much of risk, you can just stick to one single Nifty or Sensex index fund. You don't even need the Nifty Next 50. But if you want to have a little bit of extra fizz to your portfolio, then all you need to venture out is up to the Nifty Next 50. Please don't go beyond the top 100 stocks, the tracking errors are simply too much.